his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thank you, Doris.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And going out of bounds, last touch by Barnes.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. The screen from Thompson. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Shaun Livingston, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. Golden State on D. They trail by 3, and that one's good, Irving.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Barnes can't get it to go. Cavaliers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter, and he gets it to go. Smith's got his second basket of the game.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist. And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Here's James. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Warriors.
Pretty early to be over the limit, Kevin. They'll have to watch the fouls from here out.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Cavaliers?
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
You know, one of the more impressive things that we know about LeBron James is that he is one of the great leaders in the NBA. His voice carries a lot of weight, and he hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either. Good to see.
The Warriors making a switch here. Spates is checked in. And then for Cleveland, Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. Iguodala, and the officials call traveling violation.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Greg, they've been out of sync since the opening tip. I mean, they've got to take better care of the ball.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Steph Curry. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Mon Shumpert has come in for Kyrie Irving. And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on the free throw. Bazili's checked in for Golden State. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. He hits the second from the line. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Azili. There's the pass to Spates. 9 feet out. It's hauled in by Fry. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. Here's James. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Shoots. And it comes off the front of the rim.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Mozgov with the bucket.
You know, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
And the Warriors decide
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Here is Livingston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
1:07 left to play in the first. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And here are the Cavaliers now. They lead by 11. Here's Mozgov. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Mozgov's got his second bucket. Warriors have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Speights dishes to Ezeli. Here's Rush. LeBron with the block. Here's Shumpert. A second chance effort, and LeBron with the layup. LeBron's got 7 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here is Barbosa. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And they'll keep possession. 5 on the clock. Ezeli kicks to Barbosa. And stolen by Frye. And here we go. Shumpert heading to the hoop.
Oh,
jam!
wow.
I mean, just beautiful.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Livingston passes to Ezeli. On the mark with the 15-footer.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, he told us about his comfort stretching the...
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot, and it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Iguodala in at small forward. Curry gets the bucket.
got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
Warriors trail by 17. Curry kicks to Thompson. Some nice passing by Golden State here. The shot misses, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer. They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half. And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers. Well, Greg, for Thompson, last season an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists, and Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player, terrific offensive player, outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Love. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Smith dishes to Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And that's now 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
And that's going to be a travel.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
Barnes, he's checked in for Andrew Bogut. Here's Irving. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Green. No good, unable to end this run.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. James checked in for Cleveland.
LeBron James.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And it's Smith penetrating, goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
He dishes it to James, fires from deep. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one.
Wow, just look at that lead. Both ends, they have been the team in control.
Yeah, and they put the fans simply on mute. They've not had anything to cheer about, and they've been silent.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.